morning and hello, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review and Forex Briefing for Friday the 18th of August 2023. We've not had any racing for a couple of days because we've been reviewing what we're up to on there, so we're just deciding which way to jump on the modelling, whether to go back to race first modelling, horse first modelling or probability modelling or a mixture of all three. So we're going to probably can it. We'll have a look maybe Saturday, but more likely we'll start again in the new week on the Monday. The Forex is certainly where our attention is at the moment. We've been the JPY complex. We've been buying the JPY complex against a rising trend in the majors. So we've been on the losing side of it. So we've been short. Euro yen, dollar yen, pound yen, and at the peak of the pain cycle we went to about minus 500 points on the minimums. Now this is sort of phase one of the major sort of money making program on this would be to get a feel for the market. We decided that the July the 28th was so the 28th of July was a hard floor in the euros and the majors. So the yen was weakening from the 28th of July. And it weakened about 2,200 pips as a complex, and then that's when we joined the party. Then it weakened another 500 pips on that, hence the 500 pip loss. So the overall complex lost about 2,700 to 2,800 pips, and that's from that sort of floor there. And it was so that was the initial stage of it. We're on the minimums, as we said. We started to see yesterday the first signs of pain, and we scaled into that in a minor way on the pound yen. So we sold the pound yen again, and that's worked out very nicely. If you look at the euro yen, which we're using really as our marker, so if you look at the euro yen, you'll see that it's come down to a series of resistance which are likely to be used as supports. So that's going to be the next stage. Now we've basically got all our 500 pips back, give or take 40 or 50 pips. So we've basically just had a run for our money up and down. But we've done more than that. We've actually we've taken control away from the market makers mentally, and we're in the driving seat now. So that's phase one. So phase two is you're likely going to see. So if you look at the euro yen, you'll see that it had that sort of thing, and then you had that pop. So which was our sort of continuation of the trend on the up with the yen weakness, and that's what did us the damage initially, and it's now sort of come back to those sort of levels. Now the likelihood in phase two is you're going to start to get a pump again. You're going to get a second pump. So this is why we bailed out of it at just break even or just slightly worse. So you're going to get a second pump in the long euro yen, dollar yen and pound yen. And the yen complex is going to start to weaken again in the short term, in our view. So that's why there's no point giving that money back. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait until they start hitting the buffers again. And there's a lot of people who are on the wrong side of this trade now. We were initially on the wrong side of it, but now we're not. And there's a lot of traders who are long euro yen, dollar yen and pound yen underwater, and they're going to want to get their money back basically, or get out at even or just slightly below, and so the market's going to likely pump, and then they're going to sell those long positions and create downward momentum again, and that's what we're looking at. So we're looking for this pump and dump again on the euro yen complex. So that's what we're doing. It may happen today, it may not, but as I said, if you want to make big money in trading, you've got to trade with no stops really on minimums, so you can be swung around. You need to get a feel for the market. You need to wrestle control away from the market makers and back to you. So you need to accept the fact that when you're losing your 500 pips, you're actually in control losing those, rather than the market makers just shafting you. So that's where we are. Phase 2, we're going to, as I said, we're going to try and wait to see this pump and dump, and then we're going to be on shorting the euro yen, the dollar yen, and the pound yen on the way down, and the yen should start to gain momentum as the overall trend changes from up to down. So anyway, that's where we are. Racing, as I said, we're just taking a bit of a breather, and we'll be back. Normal service will be resumed. Well, hopefully not normal service, because we've been losing recently, but you know what I mean. We'll be having a go soon as, and we'll let you know what's going on. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and goodbye.